Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I am going to attempt to defeat the level 55 Thunder Dragon. And if I'm successful, I will go over my equipment and characters after this fight. So you can, take a look and see what kind of characters I'm using and the equipment that they have for me to defeat that Thunder Dragon. So with that said, we will begin once I set up my skills to be used to fight the dragon. So with Bernhard, he wants Sunshade and he wants Hegemony. With Almeida, this setup is fine because I don't have access to anything else. Ledin, this looks okay, he doesn't really change, he's just the tank. Almeida, sorry, what am I saying? Liana, yeah, healing skills, prayer, and act again. And Leon looks good to me. So, everything is set up, and let's just begin. The main change was basically to Bernhard, so that he has Hegemony to apply Dispel and debuff to the Thunder Dragon. So, with everything done, let's start. Leon's job, as always, is to chivalry and kill a Leviathan on the first turn, and we will do so. And he moves back. Let's use a gain from Liana on him. And I want to get out of the orc's range, so that's 3 movement. So this tile right here is safe from the orc. And then it's time to bring in the Leviathan. So let's do that by... let's see. Let's station right here. That should pull him right out of the water, wouldn't it? Ooh. So yes, let's put him right here. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, because this Leviathan has the water control. So for 2 turns, it's considered as if he is in water. Nonetheless, let's pull him out properly. So that would be this tile right there. And apply the faction buff. Almeida can move up to support, and Ledin can just move up as well. So, Leviathan's pulled out of the water. Ledin tanks the hit. Might not have been the best thing, but whatever. It works. So, let's get rid of this Leviathan then. We'll begin with Almeida using Tornado attack to apply some debuffs onto the Leviathan. And let's begin the attack with Bernhard, because he will remove a debuff, or he will remove one of the buffs through Hegemony. Okay, so now, yeah, the water control buff is gone. So, Ledin, there's no point in attacking with Ledin because his Divine Guard is not active right now. So he can just stand here and activate Divine Guard and then get some healing. If I move up, I just want to see how I can prayer this so that everyone is affected ideally. Nope, so Bernhard is a bit too far for the prayer, but I can at least move Ledin into the prayer range so that both Leon and Liana, sorry, so Leon will also get the prayer. So let's just attack first with Leon, so he gets the prayer after his attack. so. And then I might be able to actually just make sure Bernhard gets it too. So if I stand here, yep, so everybody gets the prayer, like this. Perfect. Alright, so I should kill this Leviathan this turn if I can. But it's actually it's dragging me out of range of attacking the Thunder Dragon, so I'm not really liking that, to be honest. Nonetheless, we have to kill it, so attack. It's not as if I can leave it alive. So, range attack from Almeida. The main thing was the Holy Word to heal up Leon so he can make a full health attack. Alright, and then Leviathan. That actually went pretty well. Okay. So, attack the Ogre General with the Cyclops. With the healing, he came back to full health. Okay, looking good. Turn 4. And let's get everybody across up here. In the meantime. Alright, I have a gain, so let's activate Chivalry first. Uh-oh, that was not good. He had a do not receive buffs. Oh boy. That changes things up quite a bit. Okay, I'm not going to attack then. So what I will have to end up doing is use the again to heal up my Leon. Bring Almeida down, which should also heal Leon. There we go. So Leon's near full health, so that I can do this attack, which should kill off these archers. Good enough. Okay, so turn 5 and all the enemy creep are kind of killed at this point. Guess we will move up in Empire buff, since Leon currently has no buffs. Next, Ledin moves up, also a faction buff. And I need the 2 healers to shift forward as much as they can. So, forward. Alright, perfect. So Leon is healthy enough to kill off these archers now. And I can start shifting towards the dragons. Turn on the danger zone. Meta, shifting forward. Let's bring Liana up to health. Turn 6. Okay, she's full. Almeida is not full, but it doesn't really matter because bishops are not like the shrine maidens. Leon could use some hit points. Let in, guess Divine Guard. Ooh. Shifting forward. And let's just push in like this, so that we draw out the attack from the Thunder Dragon. There we go. Okay, so everyone's back to full health, and the Thunder Dragon does an attack, which Leon tanked, or Ledin tanked just fine. And let's begin shifting characters in. So Almeida's in position to apply a debuff, and to heal up Ledin. So Almeida always moves first, now that I'm attacking the dragon, because I need that debuff applied. Next is always Bernhard, because he removes a buff with his attack via hegemony. So he removed the buff. This time it was the defense buff, so I do more damage this turn. Next to move is Leon. And I want to get as much range for the attack as possible with Chivalry. So, I mean, this is the best I can do. 2 tiles in this case. So let's just attack with a regular strike. No, forget it. Let's use his skill. It's 1.4 times damage rather than 1.6, but any additional damage helps. And then I'm going to move down here because of Liana. Liana can use a gain, so that Leon can attack one more time. So we will get 1 second strike this turn. And with the Vampire Bat's self-healing, he's able to come back to full health, which is very important here. And finally, let's move Ledin in. And let's see who he attacks. Should be one of these guys. Yeah, so it's Leon. Alright. So, Ledin gets across without any issue. I will prayer up right now. Not yet. Nope, not yet. Almeida first. So, debuff by standing in... yeah. There's nowhere she can heal right now, so just apply the debuff is her best move. There we go. Debuff. Next is... sorry, Bernhard's Strike to remove his attack buff. There we go. Next is the healing from Liana via prayer, and it will affect all my characters. And then finally, Leon strikes. And moves back. So some pretty good damage in so far. Leon is just tough enough to tank these hits. no attack this turn because I need to faction buff up. Leon did nearly die just now. So this faction buff was very important. So I'm going to move up a tile. Again with the debuff. And then now Ledin can tank for Leon, which makes things a bit easier. And then I can also heal up Leon fully. The question is whether it's worth it right now, and let's take a look. All of his damage is pretty much in himself. His troops are actually okay. So it's really worth healing right now or heal afterwards? And I think it's better to heal after his attack. So let's just strike. And now we'll heal. There we go. And Ledin's covering for Leon, so the damage is spread out instead. Which is just what I wanted. Now, I can move here to Divine Guard. And the reason I did that is so Almeida can come up and heal up Ledin. And then apply the Equip Master. This time the debuff was 20% more damage. So I need that. Definitely needed that. That was a good bonus to get on this turn. So next, remove a buff, and then remove the defense buff this turn. And now I can Chivalry Strike with Leon. So this was a very good turn. I got both of the damage increasing debuffs. Sorry, I removed his defense buff and got a damage increase debuff, which gives me the opportunity to do a lot of damage to the Thunder Dragon this turn. And I'm going to take full advantage by attacking repeatedly, so twice. So it's 20,000 damage per strike pretty much, which is very critical. Alright. Almeida with the heal, and then also the debuff, and then remove a buff with Bernhard. Uh-oh, Bernhard's in danger. Ouch. No, we'll leave it. Fortunately, he didn't attack Bernhard. He continues to attack Leon. So, the turn count is turn number 12. Okay. He is far too damaged right now to heal, or to attack. But I have access to prayer again. So, let's move him up one. Let's move Almeida into that tile to heal Ledin, and they'll also heal up Bernhard. And the question is whether I attack with Bernhard or not. And I think I will. So, prayer first. Alright, that gives me enough health to attack. So there we go. this is working out. It is turn 13, and the Thunder Dragon's down to 6,600 hit points. So I should be able to finish in time. So, okay. We will begin by healing up. And this time I'm going to do Leon, because he's my attacker. Next, the debuff applied was minus 20% defense. Very useful. This turn it's just going to be the Empire buff from Bernhard. Okay. We will attack. Again. And again it's turn 13. We will use faction buff first, so that he's a bit tougher. He should. And then the second strike from Leon. Ouch. Okay, but he's still alive. That's what's important. Let him tank the hit. And this is now the critical turn, because I need to make sure I can do a full assault the following turn to take down the last 50,000 hit points. So, what that means is I need Ledin to be able to attack as well, which means he needs to move into this tile that Almeida is currently on. So how can I shift their positions is now the challenge. If I'm here, he can move 3 tiles to attack. If he's here, this eats up like 2 movement and he can't. So I'm going to shift Almeida like this without healing anyone. Next, Ledin moves into position and uses Divine Guard. I'm just going to quickly check. Ledin himself is at full hit points, so it's okay because the Phalanx. So it means he should be using the attack that goes straight at Ledin, so this is fine. Even though he's damaged, it doesn't matter. So I'm moving Liana up a tile as well, and then I heal up Leon, and then Leon will do another attack. So first, Bernhard to remove a buff. This turn it was the attack one. So, and then Leon, Chivalry up. And attack with the skill. And back. So this is the last turn. So it's going to have to be an all-out assault now. So, move it. Almeida moves in. Let's apply the tornado skill because it applies some debuffs as well. Alright. I need to remove that defense buff, and I hope Bernhard will do it. Come on. It removed the attack buff, so unfortunately I'm not doing as much damage as I want. Nonetheless, let's keep going. Attack. Leaden, attack. It's down to 4,400. Is this enough? And it's not! Oh! 4,000 hit points! But will his attacks kill it? His own attack killed him! So that worked out. Because his AoE killed off some of my targets, or some of my characters, he then did a second attack and killed himself by attacking one of my remaining melee characters. So that was literally right to the very end of turn 15. But the damage worked out. There is definitely a luck aspect to this in beating this dragon with the lineup that I'm using. Because if I do remove his defense buff rather than his attack buff, removing the defense buff lets my characters do more damage, which makes me, so that without the defense buff, I just add more damage to him. If I remove the attack buff, while I take less damage, I also do less damage. So there is definitely a luck aspect because I'm using Bernhard, who can only remove one buff at a time. If you have, let's say, Elwyn, for example, who removes 2 buffs at a time, it might work out better than using Bernhard the way I am doing right now. Nonetheless, I was able to finish it off. Yeah, I'm just glad that I managed to finish this because that was just way too close. The all-out assault on turn 15, you definitely need to pay attention to that because everyone needs to be able to move in to attack there. So because this was not the daily clear, I really didn't get much from it. So no SSRs today. My dailies did not give me a SSR item either. Alright, so with the clear done, I'm now going to show my equipment. And I guess I should probably show some of the stats on some of my soldiers too from the training ground. So first things first, let's demonstrate the training ground. So just for this fight, in fact, I had upgraded, sorry, one moment. I'm just going to quickly do the expeditions. Just send them off to get me some more items. And this is 85%, so let's just go down one for 100% efficiency. And the same thing with the third one. Grab the 3 characters, it's at 81%, so we go down to difficulty 3. Okay, so with that done, let's show off the training ground a bit. The infantry, which is the Dark Guards, just for this battle, I had brought them up to level 6. Before this, they were level 3, so I upgraded them 3 times to give them plus 15% stats, and they restore 20% soldier HP. So I had buffed them up a bit. The other stuff is not really upgraded. Level 9, level 7, level 4, level 6, level 5, level 3. Over here, this one's maxed, but this defense one is only level 8, and this is level 7. And finally, basic training. Only these 3 are maxed. Hit points is still only at level 9, and the anti-lancer damage is all the way at level 6. So it's not that upgraded. For flyers, which is the Leon's soldiers, let's open that up. So this one's maxed. The basic training, all the techs have been maxed out. For advanced training, the attack tech was maxed, but then other than that, this one's level 8. The defense is level 8, hit point increase is level 7, vampire bats themselves are only level 4. And finally, for elite training, level 8, level 7, level 8, level 5, level 5, level 5. So it's not particularly upgraded yet, but there has been a decent amount put into it. And if it matters, for the holy training, the only unit that really mattered was Shrine Maidens, which was level 3. Because at level 3, it already reduces the damage taken by 40%. So, not that, I don't think Liana really got attacked, but this is just for reference. And the bishops are only at level 1. So, not that, you know, the upgrades have not been really maxed out in any sense, but they definitely have been upgraded. So, with that said, we will move on finally to the characters that I used. Leon, who was able to survive quite a few attacks, is level 51. His equipment, level 50 last night. I upgraded that as soon as it hit level 50. And the rest of his equipment is just level 40 super rare items. They're nothing particularly special. You know, Assault Ring is the best attack ring. Mithril Armor to increase his defense. And then the Horror Helm because it applies a debuff. Right? To decrease enemy defense. So that's Leon's setup. He is a 4-star because I've been constantly doing 4 battles from the Gate of Fate for him. So he's starting to get close to the 5-star range. So that is Leon. Ledin, I had brought up obviously to 4-star. And his equipment he was just a tank. So he had level 40 helmet, level 30 armor, level 40 greaves, and a level 30 oath sword. Again, he's just there to tank hits. He wasn't really doing damage except for the very last turn. So that's his setup. Bernhard. Bernhard is the character that I actually upgraded the most today. His weapon was level 40 before. I upped that to level 50. Armor was level 30, which I increased to level 40, so he has a bit more tanking ability. But the helmet is still level 30, and his boots are level 30 as well. So it was just this upgrade and this upgrade. To get the gold for both of those upgrades, in fact, I had to do 2 things. First, I had gone to the store, and I think under equipment section, I had purchased all 3 of these gold items. So I used up 60,000. I used up 6,000 mithril ore, but I got 360,000 gold out of it. And then that actually was not enough gold for me, so I had actually purchased 1.2 million gold for 600 crystals. So I gave up some of my crystals to get some extra gold so that I can get the weapon up to level 50. And yeah, that's Bernhard's setup. Liana, I think I upgraded her weapon to level 40, yeah. So her weapon got increased to level 40, everything else stayed as level 30. It's still not very upgraded equipment, but it helped. And finally, Almeida. For Almeida, I actually just stole Lana's equipment. So I unequipped Lana and gave her everything that Lana has, which is the level 40 Truth Pendant, level 40 Sage Staff, level 30 Green Coat, and level 40 Warlock's Hood. Almeida was never attacked, so these 2 didn't really come into play, so it was just the intelligence items, plus 58 intelligence here, plus 40 intelligence there, which boosted her intelligence to around, 350? Close to that, 349. So with that intelligence, she was able to do quite a bit of healing via her talent. So that was my setup for beating the level 55 dragon. Again, equipment levels overall, if you look at them, they're not all that high, but it was just enough to defeat the level 55 Thunder Dragon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Nitro out.